We are proud to share the stage today. And we are excited to hopefully bring a little joy into your life. We are two very different people, united as one. This week, for me, has been amazing fun. They told me, if you ever lose your way, if you ever find yourself drowning in the noise, seek him, the one they call Soul Man. I walked for miles through the storm, my feet sunk in mud, my hope nearly gone. But they said, if you need guidance, if you need soul, never be afraid to go to him.
If you ever lose your way, if you ever find yourself drowning in the noise, seek him, the one they call Soul Man. I walked for miles through the storm, my feet sunk in mud, my hope nearly gone. But they said, if you need guidance, if you need soul, never be afraid to go to him. Hey, hey! Ho, ho, Soul Man's the way to go. Ho, Soul Man's the way to go. Ho, Soul Man's the way to go. Hey, hey, go, hey, hey, Soul Man's the way to go. Hey, hey, Soul Man's the way to go. Hey, hey, Soul Man's the way to go. Hey, oh, Soul Man's the way to go. Can you keep up?
Can you keep up, Bill? Oh, soul man's the way to go.
Soul man's the way to go. Soul man's the way to go. Soul man's the way to go. Hey, 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 oh, hey, oh, hey. Soul man's the way to go. Hey, oh, hey. Soul man's the way to go. Hey, oh, hey. Soul man's the way to go.
Can't keep up, Bill. Can you keep up, Bill? Soul man's the way to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Aaron Gibson. Welcome to Soul Man Live. Welcome to Soul Man Live. This is Aaron Gibson. This is Aaron Gibson. Soul Man. This is Aaron Gibson. Soul Man. Boys, excuse me. Where's the fart room?
It's over there.
This is Aaron Gibson. This is Aaron Gibson. Ladies and Aaron. This is Aaron Gibson.
This is Aaron Gibson.
Soul Man Live. This is Aaron Gibson. Anyway, Friday night. Get away.
Help, help, hey, 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 don't you do it the bop, do it the bop, do it that, hey, 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 don't you do it the bop, do it the bop, do it that. Welcome to Soul Man, and welcome to you, be you, hey, hey. Cause we move like thunder, we shine like gold. Soul Man rhythm never getting old. Got a rhythm in my chest, the purpose in my stride. You can feel the elevation every time we collide. Lights flash, hands clap, time stop, boom. You be you, just enter the room. Bill, you brought that fire.
Soul Man, you brought that groove.
And let's give it to him. Yeah.
Soul Man, you brought that groove.
You be you to the, and the crowd's electrified. Hey, Soul Man funk with the rhythm vibes. Step left, step right, slide with the flow. When the beat hit, everybody go. Hey, hey, the rhythm don't lie. It's you be you, Soul Man.
You be you, Soul Man.
Together.
You be you, Soul Man. You be you, Soul
You be you.
First of all, laughing.
You be you.
Soul Man hot. Soul Man happy.
You be you.
Soul Man happy.
You be you. Who we got 'em? Who be you?
Soul Man live.
Who be you?
Soul Man live. Soul Man live.
You bring the light. You bring the jail. Hey, do it down, do it the right, do it right, do it down. Hey, hey, do it down, do it right, do it right, do it down.
If you don't mind, we're gonna slow it down for a second. How you doing, Bill? Good, Aaron. How you doing?
We're doing great. All right. Ready. Let's go.
Put it to you straight, plain and simple. Put it to you straight, plain and simple. Podcasting is the new dope, the new hustle, the new tempo. Turn the mic on, let that truth ripple. We ain't capping, we tapping into something official. Podcasting the new dope, that's the new shit, bro. It's like grinding your soul, that place you wanna go. Need some history, a story, a vibe to unfold. You can fake the stroll, you gotta let it be told. Family talk, cousin talk, real talk all day. Everybody got kids, so everybody can't play. You distract the code that includes everyone from the suits to the streets. It's a broadcast drum. It's an oil well, tap it, don't waste it. Every episode's gold, but only few gonna chase it. You got the mind, and the will to make it. Add some gravy on the side, man. That's how you bake it. Bake it, bake it. What the king? Yeah. When it Bill Scott say, man, I told him straight in a compliment, bro, what I created. From me, yeah. It's that real talk, no plug, no debate. You ain't feeling baby, too late. Money in the air, that's the factor. I caught bingo. You hit it, that's $1 million thought. You start summing up, they blow, take 10. That's legacy building, do it again and again. You ain't gotta sell dreams, just speak your lane. Talk life, talk pain, talk joy, talk gain. Podcast doesn't matter, it's more than fame. It's the future truth. See you name. It's a new dog, yeah, it's a new hustle. Mic check, 1, 2, flex your muscle. Real talk, real hearts, no muzzle. Your story to go. That's the puzzle, 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 puzzle. Game shift. You got something to say, then say it loud. Welcome to the mic, welcome to the crowd.
Regular.
Well, good evening and hello, everyone. There we go.
Oh,
What's
I need a remote producer like you. It was crazy. First of all, LinkedIn, I don't know what's going on over there. Don't really care because, you know, we're doing great over here on YouTube. We're on Substack. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. We are killing it. So what happens, right?
Exactly, man. We go with the flow.
So my name is William Rochelle, but you can call me Bill, and I am with my new best friend.
Other way. This way.
Oh, that
Point
way.
to the opposite direction. Yeah.
Oh.
There we go.
Really?
Yeah, fist bump. See? Ding.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see, I'm learning so much. Aaron, it has been such. Wait, my name is William Rochelle, but you can call me Bill. Welcome to this first time collaboration with UB Live and Soul Man. And ladies and gentlemen, may we all take a bow from Mr. Aaron Gibson out.
Oh, don't bow on my behalf.
Well, I hit my head on the microphone.
It's okay.
So, what's on your mind, Aaron? Okay, nothing. So
Fleshy mouth? I don't know.
So let's mute him for a second, okay, guys? I'm doing this specifically because you mess with Nicole all the time, hiding behind QR codes and little things up there, making sure that we know that you're the real man in charge, the remote executive producer. Am I doing it? Or should I go this way?
Yeah, we got good. We got good.
Okay. Nick, everyone out there, I want you guys to know how much this man loves Nicole and Galindo. How are you talking? Not that I muted you.
Oh, you did.
Oh, this is crap. Go ahead, you do it. Say it. Come on. No, that's not fair. He thinks that you're fantastic, and I want to thank you on his behalf because Aaron is such a blessing to so many souls out there. And it's very unusual for me to feel connected and connected is a very, very, very strong word for me. Connected to someone else, not a quid pro quo, not a anything. I just feel connected to him, and I've been watching his show all week long, and I've been watching Nick's show all week. So I saw the one where all the authors were on Nick's, and then the book. Oh, hold up your books. Hold up your books. And it had me crying. So if you guys have not gone to see Soul Man live, if you have not purchased your book, and I'm gonna let Aaron now say about the books. Go ahead, Aaron.
So the first book was a note. Oh, sorry, I was looking the wrong way. A note to my family, I am your legacy. And the second book is a message to my family, I am your legacy. Sorry, I am here, and you are my legacy. Is the second.
Got you. Got you. All right. So I wanted to open up with kind of like an Aaron Gibson look, but this is not working for me because I'm getting hot.
Yeah, I'm feeling it too, man. Let's get to William vibe. I want William vibe. Yes.
All right, here we go.
Yes. All right.
Now I can put my headphones on. I can hear loud. So there's so many questions I have, and I'm going to start with one that I want to start with this. So you recently said that you're on the spectrum.
Yes, I am.
All right. And I know many people on the spectrum. And it's very interesting how people don't understand that there are variants. And that if you get it caught early, people can, depending upon the level, how high you are on the spectrum, it's not a punishment. You can work through it. Can you explain to me what the spectrum means as a layperson?
So the spectrum, I'm no professional by any means, just that disclosure out there.
This is me talking to you.
This is yeah. And this is, I always take, me, take care of everyone. For me, the spectrum it's a wide varying degree of the level of autism. Autism honestly gets a stigma behind it in the fact that most people go from 0 to 60 in multiseconds. And what it is that there's certain leveling in degrees. And what it's based upon is not only their intellect level, but their demand for physical assistance. All right. The higher up on the spectrum, actually, the more genius they are. And
wait. Repeat that, please.
The higher on the spectrum, the more genius they are.
Really?
Yes, 100%. Those with autism, I know some that are on the upper scale that you ask them a sports statistic, and they can start pulling it from their mental Rolodex like you wouldn't believe.
Okay.
And of course, as there's different variances and much more wider of a spectrum in the fact, again, it depends on your level of dependency on assistance. So for me, I'm the lowest level on the spectrum. I require the least amount of maintenance, but there's also what you were kind of talking about at the beginning, which is like, if you find this out early, oh God, the things that I could have avoided knowing the things that I know now, what I should have been avoiding and how to properly cope, that this would have avoided me a lot of different other things. Now, that being said, the world has shaped me in the way that it's meant to shape me. And I feel grateful for the fact that I learned later on. And it just, when I talked to my doctor and I finished doing the tests and he comes back, it's like, yeah, like I'm going to tell you now, and right. He was nervous. I was like, what? Just spit it out. I'm already living with PTSD at this point in time. So, what you're going to tell me on this little piece of paper isn't going to impact me that much. And he goes, well, no, you were referred to as what's an ASPE1. It's a low level spectrum person, but there are certain things that trigger you and will will affect you. And that's where I started to do, which is always priceless in this world. And my coach, Melissa Houston, out there in the comments, I see her. Hashtag Melissa Houston Coaching and Consulting. Do your research and start exploring what people have told you. It was the same thing that I did when I learned that I had PTSD and realized I need to reach out to therapy and go, I need to put down the gears of war, the machine that I was, and honestly start reflecting on myself.
Yeah.
So discovering this later on, there's different uniform kind of what I don't know if they say there's different things for different folks. For me, I'm actually light sensitive. But I didn't
Okay.
discover this until later on. But by the end of days where I was working out in the sun and I didn't have any eye protection, oh my God, my head would kill me. I was very miserable, bitter, nasty. And I mean, everybody else is, doing fine with those sunglasses. And I'm like, okay, this is just a me thing, obviously a little bit weird. Strangely enough, because of the time and era that I came through, autism wasn't, honestly recognized in the spectrum or the broad variety that it is now. It was honestly swept under the carpet, and you weren't even considered to be on that spectrum unless you were a high demands person, which needed supervision. And that's it. They just need supervision, but their intellect is far superior than most. And
Right.
that's where there's, a big misconception out there. And I'm
And
always,
let's debunk that. I mean, so what how do you after you learned that you were on the spectrum, how have you shifted what you normally do in order to accommodate that? Or did you have to shift anything besides wearing glasses to protect your eyes?
what it did for me was actually made me more conscientious of my triggers. So the things like when I'm driving, I always
Mm-hmm.
I have literally now 3 pairs of sunglasses sitting ready to go because again, squinting, um, strangely enough, in the career that I came through, and there's a thing that we refer to in kind of that area is masking. Because I went through undiagnosed, so I just learned to cope with a lot of the stuff. So loud, sharp noises. I don't like screaming. I got into the army. I was in construction. I was in the worst possible places because I didn't know. However, we learned to improvise, overcome, and adapt. And there's just so many multiple facets within the autism world. It is so intriguing when you start looking into it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that some people go, there's a lot of people, and got to be cautious of this. Again, I went to a doctor to go through multiple kind of tests to figure out where I was. Um,
How long did it
there's
take
some
them
that
to
do.
figure it out?
It was a good couple of weeks, some from the tests that I did. But there are a lot of probing kind of interrogation of your world. How do you feel when you hear loud? Like, I was in the army. When I was getting what we refer to as jacked up in the military, when a commanding officer or somebody of your command was in your face and yelling and screaming at you, like, I had to bite my lip and swallow it. But meanwhile, on the inside, I'm ready for war.
Mm-hmm.
You've trained me for war, and you are up in my face. So I'm looking at you like, no offense, a bag of liquid. And but I mean, that's military mentality. You no longer possess a soul at that time. You are a function. And so you look at the next person and you are simply a bag of liquid. And when you get crossed, it was kind of similar to something we were talking about before the show.
Mm-hmm.
When we get crossed, where do you go to? How do you pull yourself back? So again, there's so many intriguing aspects of autism that have come to discovery that have helped me to avoid getting into those certain situations. Right. So I warned, and God bless Brian and Nancy, when I was at Podfest. I don't care if you're a guy or a girl. If I'm having an anxiety attack, I have a tendency to grab somebody's hand to
Mm-hmm.
try and ground myself.
Yeah, I
And
get
there was
that.
at one point that I was holding Nancy's hand, and I literally grabbed Brian. As soon as Nancy had to leave, I grabbed Brian's right away, and Brian didn't know what was kind of going on for a moment. And he was like, "It's okay, buddy." And I calmed down very quickly. But again, when I'm in a large amount of people, all right,
Okay, so crowds.
that are really loud and too much going on, I need to ground myself. I need to have something to ground myself to, because I'm trying not to freak out.
Yeah.
Because normally what I would do is I would retreat. No, I don't want to be here. I'm removing myself from the problem. I am removing the talk, what is triggering me, so that I can calm down.
Right.
But yeah, there's certain friends of mine. I'll be totally honest. There was a time that I was going through a really, really rough patch, and I called my brother Donald Baker in the comments there, and I said, "Hey, man, like, I need to feel safety. I need to feel safety." And I was by myself, and I was like, "Do you mind if I just, leave my phone on all night? We just, like, if you fall asleep, that's great. And if I fall asleep, great." I hadn't slept in over 4 days at that point in time. So I was like,
did you have a place to stay at the time?
I was in between places at that time.
Okay, so that was a 2-month period.
Well, no, this was about a month period. This was last year.
Okay.
And it was a really awkward situation, and bless his heart, he actually even flew out to come and help me at that point in time. He really dug deep. And
David?
Donald.
Oh, Donald.
You keep calling him David. It's okay.
I know. I thought, first of all, Donald, if you're out there, can you please send a text to Aaron with the post you posted yesterday? Because I want him to have it, and I would love to use that. I would love. It's from his heart. He's talking about his business. And today, guys, just so you know, I don't do emotions. All right. So there will be no montage, but we will have several commercials that are a nod to a montage that Aaron hasn't seen yet. And I have to send you the file, Aaron. So, Donald, David, whoever. I'll figure it out later. Sorry, but it's not intentional that I forget your name. I just met you, and the intention is to get you in front of as many eyes as possible. There's 428 people watching right now, just on YouTube. Who leads LinkedIn? We're also on Substack and every place else. So, two things. And it's very weird how actually, I'm going to go back. So I want to just start with saying that the way that things evolved over the last week, Aaron took his part and I took my part. And this is the first time Aaron and I have had a conversation. We have spoken, and I've made it very kind of curt so that we don't, like, I have to keep, because when we start talking, we really start talking, and I want to get to know him. I want to know Aaron Gibson. I want to know him, and I think everyone should. You're just amazing. But his parts were all the promos, all the great stuff, all the things that you saw, the movies, and it was just really great. But one thing he pointed out there that I was like, dang, he's right. That I'm the heat and he's the light. And that was a really great way to think about it, because we approach things differently. But one thing you said on our introductory call, and I think it was Aaron Gibson called me the first time on FaceTime. I'm laying in bed.
I did.
And I'm like, what? And I answered it, and the camera came on, and I'm like, and I had to take the camera off. And I'm like, fucking Aaron. So we went outside, we walked the dogs, and one of the things you said is that we have two different styles, but we're heading in the same direction.
Absolutely.
And it is very, very interesting that I think the connection's going to work. I really do. I'm not going to do this again. I'll do this once a year.
Okay, we'll coordinate for once a year.
Yeah,
Then.
once a year. But we can collaborate on other things. We can do
Oh yeah.
songs. We could do other stuff. But
Oh yes.
both of us being on stage at the same time, that stress. But the behind the scenes stuff, let's keep it coming. Minnie Mouse in your pocket. Mike, stop saying things. I don't know what you're talking about. You know I have anxiety, and so I'm going to start freaking out.
I'm looking for a mouse now too. He didn't really say who that was, so
Right?
it could be me. It could be me.
Fine. So it was a really great collab. The only thing that was nerve-wracking about it is Aaron has this really good way of not telling you what to do, but bringing the best out of you. So we started with the song, right? I sent it to Aaron. Aaron said he liked it. There was a bunch of just what was it? A bunch of smoke and then the twirly thing and nothing. And he said, "Yeah, it looks great." And then I looked at what Aaron like he produced something the next day, and I'm like, oh, I can't do this. This is terrible. And I spent like the entire 7 days trying to get that song synced with everything. How do you think it turned out?
I think it was fabulous, man. The visuals were amazing. The energy that you set. I mean, everything that comes out of when we get into these little creative moments when we're creating these videos as us as creators, um, that music sets the tone for everything. Music tames the savage beast. That's been known throughout our lifetimes. And when you get the tone and you start picturing the visuals that go associated with that music,
Mm-hmm.
then you start to see kind of what you produced, right? Which was again this high energy. Welcome to the show. We're going to have a great conversation. It's going to be fire. Bring it.
Yeah, thank
Bring
you.
it.
And the best part was I was more concerned about highlighting you than I was about highlighting me. And because it's a collab, right? So when you're doing stuff, you're like, all right, let me put all the Bill Rochelle stuff in there. But you have such a rich life. And I say that in the best way possible. You're surrounded with love. You're surrounded with people that care about you. You're changing lives every single day. And one of the things that upset me so stupid. First of all, remember I use the English language loosely, so I'm not upset, right? But one of the things that challenged me is I felt like you peered into my soul, and I felt like I was your only friend. And then I started watching your videos over the week. Like everyone says it. It's like you have a gift, and I don't know what that is. You can't bottle it. You cannot bottle it. There is something inside you that is light,
Thank you, brother.
and a moth is attracted to light, I guess. I don't know. But you're great. Fantastic. And I want you to keep doing what you're doing without any hesitation. Now, what I would like to do is I am going to search for my file while you talk. Be right back.
Oh, while I talk, I'm waiting for our commercial break here because I'm
Right. Me too.
Okay, all right,
That's why I'm looking for the file because I need to send it to you. I'll be right back.
So let's take a moment to actually acknowledge some of those people that are out in the comments. I see you, Felipe. Great to see you out there. And I seen you, Leslie. Hello, Lauren. Great to see you here on YouTube. I know everybody, there is a great big kind of LinkedIn gremlin going on. We can't stream to LinkedIn at the moment. I tried on my end to try and correct it. There's something weird going on. So thank you for everybody that's left LinkedIn to come over to here. shout out to Melissa Houston, of course. Oh, hi, is that Leia? Is it pronounced Leia? All right. Great to see you here. And thank you for joining us for today's conversation because, yeah, this was a collaboration that we decided to throw together. And the timing, the universe just works in really cool ways because, honestly, my whole schedule originally, when William and I had chatted, was like I was booked. And then my schedule opened up wide. And he says, hey, well, would you like to come on to the show? And I'm like, yeah, great. And he's like, would you like to do a collaboration? And I'm like, this sounds like fun. Okay, yeah, let's do this. So
It
there we go.
was.
We are here.
It really was. And the issue that I have is that Aaron's very, very structured, and I am.
Hi, Kinga.
Yeah, keep talking to people.
Yeah, I'm just going through. I'm going through the comments right now. Just try to get everybody acknowledged. Hey, Shawn Michaels in the audience as well too. Great to see you out there. Of course, big shout out to OG Mike confusing us about mice earlier.
Why was that? Like, why, Mike?
He's just concerned about our well-being, man. It's all good. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Jackie Albert. Great to see you in the audience. Thanks for everybody just showing up on a Sunday, getting ready to kick off the week.
How do we find Guiding Brilliant Writers? And how was that started? And what's your connection with it?
All right. So my connection with Guiding Brilliant Writers, which was originally the Gifted Bipolar Writer, that is my baby sister, Nicole and Guy Galindo. Both her and I started off 3 years ago, we're almost 4 now, on LinkedIn together. And at that point, she was just working at becoming an author and was doing her thing. And I was working as a remote producer for Voice Your Vibe at that time. For Brian Schulman and Nancy Deborah Barrows. Big burly hugs. Voice Your Vibe, yo. It was during that time that I used to do all this all the time until LinkedIn basically started putting comment barriers up. I used to start paging everybody. So if there was a really good program on and I thought people should get involved, I would start paging like 40, 50 people to come and join the show and just have a good time and support others, which is a lot of what I've built this kind of brand on, is just showing up and supporting others. But other than that, you can find Nick at the GBW on YouTube. All right. But if you do need to contact her, the best way to get a hold of her is on LinkedIn. All right. And you can just shoot her a DM or email her, but I don't have her email handy here. I think it's Nick the GBW at something or other. Hold on. Wait. I know she sent it to me the other day in WhatsApp. But all the books that she's done, and we're up to, I think this is now her 6th book.
And we are at the moment downloading.
Do you want me to roll it for you, man? I can put it up for you.
Yeah, I have to get it to you first.
Oh, well, which one did you pick? Oh, right. No. You have.
Oh, you can do. Did David send you his?
Well, we had
Donald
that promo you asked me to send you last night.
Go ahead. Perfect.
Okay.
Roll it.
I'll throw it up for you. Give me a sec here.
All right.
Executive remote producer for Nick Never in Control the live show as well.
Yeah, I guess I missed. I failed on that one. I need to get out of this tie. I'm sweating like a pig, but I'm having the most fun ever.
Here. We'll get things sorted out here. Let's do this. And here.
And we'll be back in 2 and 2.
All right. Give me a sec. I'm downloading it right now, but I've got super 3G, 5G, whatever it is.
I don't know what's going on. Like everything in I told you, an hour before we came on, my entire network went down and I had to, my file just downloaded, and I had to reset everything. And my television and everything else would connect, but my laptop wouldn't. And one of the things that's crazy is that Aaron told me, call me anytime, but I refuse because I don't know how to ask for help.
It's there.
Got it. You got yours first. All right. So let me get this off. I'm going to add this one to the stage. All right. Got you. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. Don't leave, please.
After
More than
this commercial
15
break.
Lights flicker, stage burns high. Sweat drips, heart won't stop. The groove it grabs you, pulls you tight. Every beat a war, every note a fight. So man, love, feel it in your chest. So man, love, giving it his best. So man, love, no rest, no fear. So man, love, you can feel him here. Hands reach sky, the crowd explodes. Baseline hits like heavy loads. Scratch that record, make it scream. Electric thunder feeds the dream. Do you hear it? Do you see? The rhythm lives, it sets you free. Soul man love, feel it in your chest. Soul man love, giving it his best. Soul man love, no rest, no fear. Soul man love, you can feel him here. Oh, what there? Echoes rise and voices blend. Soul man's fire, it won't end. Yeah, shadow silence, wake the dead. Louder, louder, that's what he said. Soul man love, feel it in your chest. Soul man love, giving it his best. Soul man love, no rest, no fear. Soul man love, you can feel him here. Soul man love, soul man love, soul man
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Why aren't we on stage?
You gotta add us back to the stage, I think. Oh wait, no, you gotta switch our screens. There you go.
Switch our screens. Where?
So
Oh,
you see right beneath.
duh.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
We're back.
we're back. Oh wait, no, I got the wrong glasses on. Damn it. There we go. Yes.
Yes. All right. So let's get back into a couple of things I want to ask you. First, I want to ask you about that first verse and last verse that you read on Friday. And I can tell you, I don't do emotions, guys. And this is from the first book. And I'm not being Bill in this moment. I'm being serious. I'm using my words intentionally. I cried. I mean, not but like I welled up. And then I was so proud because you went from that to here. And the journey's not over for you, my friend. You have so much more to do. How did just connecting where you were and where you are, how do you feel about
It is night and day from where I started to where I am sitting right here in front of you. 100%.
so why were you in your car for 2 months?
So there was a situation where basically what had happened to me was I was working for a corporate job and working 18, 19-hour days, still expected to have my computer on during those times in between. Did that for a year solid and had a moment that I thought I was having a heart attack. I came into work and I'm a pretty fit guy. And when I got in there and I'm just like, I was getting violently nauseous and got in, sat behind my desk, and my arm was going numb. And I'm like, oh God, okay, well this is huge.
A- an
Got to
anxiety
be
attack.
yeah. Well, I didn't know at the time because I was still I had come out of the military. I was still a machine. I didn't know that that's what this was. I looked
That's
at the fact
exactly
that
how I discovered
oh,
mine.
the engine's making a noise, better go and get it checked. And
Yeah.
of course, when it's like chugging and I'm starved for sleep, starved for so many different aspects of my world, um, when I finally got into the doctor was like, "Yeah, your heart I'm shocked, I acknowledge it. I'm still working on it, but I'm a smoker. And so my heart should not be the way that it is. And he's in shock that it's like that. But he goes, your heart is fantastic. What you just experienced was an anxiety attack.
I really want for a second because we're going to go back into it. No, go finish your statement, please.
Oh no, I can end it there. We can pick it back up, my
No,
friend.
no, because it's weird because when you described your anxiety attack, mine was the same way. It was, except for I started sweating profusely, like 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 everywhere. It was just like sweating. My vision went blurry, and I think people think an anxiety attack is like you're just like but it's not. It's just feeling in your body, and the only thing that you can think is, for me, it's where's my medication. I'm
Well,
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm like, no, I have to bring it down, and um, so what you described, I would like to co-sign on that and say that people don't understand that anxiety is real and it's not something it's a physical response. It's a physical response, and um, but it's manageable when you can. So
recognize when you
yeah,
can recognize it.
yeah. So I'm going to go back because I really want to know about the 2 months. So
Yeah. So what had happened is I basically got put into a no-win position. And the bottom line for myself at that time was the doctor saying, like it was, and I won't name him because again, that can get him into trouble. But this doctor kind of looked at me and said, between you, me, and the fence post, I've had friends in this industry go through what you're going through right now, and you really need to talk to your doctor. And I see here that you are ex-military. I think you should talk to your doctor and see what is available for veterans and see if you qualify and to see if you can get into the therapy and do the things. And for me at that point in time, I couldn't do a job if I wasn't there. I was fighting to roll out of bed in the morning. I was living as a single dad and I was living paycheck to paycheck. And then all of a sudden this job disappears. And so I was in a position of where I had to move in with others. Um, these people professed that they would, take as much time as you need to get yourself back on your feet. And literally 2 months later decided that they were going to pull the carpet out. And so I had to scramble. Um, what led to that moment though was, moments where I was in that situation and my son is sitting there having his pancakes that I just finished making him. and somebody screams at him over 2 ounces of syrup that he put on it. That's my syrup to a child. And of course, I didn't react very well to that either. I was, don't talk to my son that way. Now it was, are you okay?
Yeah. No. I muted myself so I can not
Oh, okay.
interrupt you.
So I was in a very toxic situation. And I was also, at the time, I was dating. However, it got to the point where I did not want to be in that environment anymore. This was a situation where these people were perpetually harassing me to the point where, why haven't you gotten a job yet? You need to get a job, blah, blah. Like, I had not known the system for a while. It was like they didn't even acknowledge the fact of the history that I was going through, or even acknowledge what I was going through at the moment. It was, they seen it more, I feel like they seen it as an opportunity to just make themselves feel bigger and better. That, oh, we're going to swoop in and save the day. And then kind of
And then
almost
put you
try and
down.
hold it over your head after a while.
Mm-mm.
And for me, it got to the point where it was like, I had to be very cautious, because again, I was trying to find work in skilled trades, and it was almost nigh on impossible. And I was in between those two points, and literally I didn't want to stay at that home anymore because it was toxic. Watching those people fight between one another like it was no big issue, and I'm looking at it like, this is worse than a Jerry Springer. And this was not what was, again, professed. And so what I was doing for 2 months was, the person that I was dating, I would say that when I wasn't there, I was saying, oh yeah, I'm going home. And for them, they thought that I was over at my girlfriend's. And so for me, I was terrified, because my biggest fire in this world is my son. And if I felt fearful at that point in time, that if I had told my co-parent that I'm living out of my car, that I would never see my son again. And at the same time, still trying to make sure that I'm supporting him and giving him the things that he needs, but I'm unemployed. I've got to find a job. I've got to fight back. And so through that, I literally slept in and out of my car for 2.5 months. That's why I'm missing the majority of my teeth. I lived off of raw craft dinner and tuna for 2 months.
So
but I learned to survive because of the Army.
So one of the things that we'll talk. I knew in my head that you chose to live in your car. I knew it. I mean, there was something that said you were at a point, without knowing the story, right? That you were at a point where you could do this or that, but protecting your mindset would be more important. And I also had this feeling when you described it that it wasn't, and forgive me if I'm wrong, right? It was living, it was displaced. And so when I lived in my car, it was sleeping on people's couches, and then all of a sudden, you call them and they don't pick up the phone. So what do? You sleep in your car. How did you get out of that?
Fought every day. Every day, sitting on my phone. I've literally, for the last 10 years, lived on my phone. That's the bill I could afford to pay. Those on top of child support and taking care of credit card debts after a divorce. Yeah. I
Have you
I
ever?
did it on my phone, and I was on there, and I was plugging away trying to find jobs. And I was also on LinkedIn at that point in time.
So trying to find jobs, how long did it take you to find a job, or how long did it take you to find a job that you're comfortable with?
Well, that took almost a decade, my friend. Well, actually, no, I'd say it took 25 years to find the job that I'm working for now. My job is my dream job now. but for that back then, I mean, skilled trades, there's a huge skilled trades is going through such a struggle right now. Um, not only, and I don't be mind being the pillar point on this is there's a lot of skilled trades out there right now not making overtime wages.
Yeah.
100% not making overtime wages so that the company can save a buck when it's their blood, sweat, and tears, regardless of which gender they are, that is out there making that work happen. It is them that are creating the return calls because of their
Yes.
service and the level of service that they're providing. So, for me, it was try and find a good skilled trades job and one that was going to fit the role that I was in. Me being a journey person, um, I'm at the higher end. So I'm also a lot harder of a hire because now you're taking on somebody who's a lot more expensive to bring onto the payroll.
Yeah.
And normally when you bring on the older cats, if you've got the right crew, and this is the mindset out there, that's why I feel it's so archaic. Um, the mindset in skilled trades, you can either have a good thriving company, and I've worked for those companies before, or you can have the toxic companies where you're a number and they don't care about your well-being. They don't care about your quality of life or their balance. And you know what? They're not going to pay you overtime wages, but they're going to tell you that you're going to be working 12 hours, whether you like it or not. Because if you say no, then they're going to find somebody else to fill that
It
role.
will. Yeah. And they dangle carrots in front of you, by the
Mhm.
way, guys. So, this is how you do it. You have to work through it. Um, so two things that you said that I want to tie back to. First, I do the exact same thing that you just said. You mentioned something or somebody, I don't know exactly, but you said I will not say their name because we'll get them in trouble. People don't realize that it is restraint that I am not saying your name right now.
And that doctor did nothing but good for me by saying that.
Okay.
That was a man-to-man conversation, and he was very,
Yeah.
"I need to be man-to-man with you about this."
Yeah.
That was a step above that I'd never seen a doctor take that step before. Normally, they're supposed to be very closed-mouthed. You have to come to that on your own conclusion
Mm,
and determination. They
okay.
don't normally say something like that to you.
Yeah. Good. Um, what is the one area in your life right now that you think you haven't concentrated enough on?
Oh god. I should pull Melissa Houston up here.
Bring her up, Melissa. You want a link? Come on
Uh,
up. Send her the link.
um, I had that's just it, man, is when you get to I look at myself kinda like a mix between Keanu Reeves and The Big Lebowski, the dude. That's kinda me.
Okay.
Um, when you achieve a higher perspective in your world and you start looking outside of the box, more than just yourself, you're looking at others and you are seeing what others are going through and being appreciative of what they're doing. Just because nobody pointing, pointy stick in your face or in your back to say, "Hey, you need to appreciate this person."
Mm-hmm.
When you get to that point of higher vision and opening up your opportunities, you just want to grow in every direction that you can. I was very close-minded in my younger years. I was a lot of piss and vinegar. I'm Gen X.
Yeah.
We didn't have time for emotions as we used to say. But now I've
Yeah.
made time for those emotions,
Good. Good for you.
right?
I am still a work in progress. Normally, and this is how I feel with mine. The emotion part is because I've been hurt so much. And so you protect what you are, that's natural. We're going to protect our energy. We're going to protect our anxiety. We're going to protect our spirit. We're going to try to remain as closely aligned with the vision that we have for ourselves. And when I walk away from something, it's very clear. I walked away from something recently because of you. No, not because of you. No, I spoke. So Jackie Hallberg. I hope everyone didn't tell you because then I'll be really pissed. But Jackie Hallberg talked to me on Friday because I was freaking out.
Oh, that's so good. We reach out to those people that
So,
support us, man. So
so I sent everybody, please share this on LinkedIn, please, 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 please. That might be why LinkedIn kicked us off because I got into an argument with someone. So I asked someone, hey, would you share this for me? Or I sent it to everybody. And this one person said, you've never, wait, what have you shared of mine? Now, hold on. I have written in this community group at least 4 articles about each member of the group. I have forwarded GoFundMe's on behalf of the group. Right? I can share that text right now and blow you out of the water.
but you're not.
But that's restraint.
Mm-hmm.
So you can talk as much crap about me and I leave the conversation. And I left the conversation and I said exactly why I left the conversation. And it took every ounce. And this is in the middle of me freaking out about this, right? So at the time that Jackie's counseling me, someone else was saying, well, what you gonna do for me? Now, I don't know if you noticed this about me, but I share everybody's stuff. If I see it, I'll do it. But just like you, I'm amazed. First of all, you're super organized, but I don't see everything. Like you said, you didn't see Donald's post, right? I don't see everything. So unless you specifically say, Bill, will you be here? I may not. I may not have gotten it. But if you say show up, I'm going to show up. I will be the first person there and the last one out. I will share your post. I'll show Donald's post. I'll share Nick's post. I don't know these people. I don't know you.
It's what I call. So this is the name about the first year that I was on LinkedIn. I gave myself the self-proclaimed title of the Renegade Reposter. Like you take a look at, I know that LinkedIn brought in a how many actions. It recommends 3 actions out of your week.
Right. I do like 100.
Again, this is a platform that's networking. It's professing about networking, right? 3 actions. Is that networking? 3 actions out of your week to try and expand your network.
No.
So again, we're going to gently tread over that one.
Right.
But then
we're not broadcasting on LinkedIn right now. So
no, I tried multiple times. But
yeah, so you can, I mean, whatever.
That's, again, I still try to hold a modicum of quality to everyone.
There you go. Yeah.
Right. I am the equalitarian. I don't care what your shell looks like. It's what your core that determines how I regard you, and whether you should be.
How do you regard me?
Well, you were absorbed into the family right away, and there's a reason for that.
He wasn't expecting a question.
And this is a fun little story that I didn't tell you. I was saving it for the show. Is that, and actually, I've got one person. Again, I'll bring her up again, but that's my coach. And I had talked to my coach. I said, you know what? We're having a conversation on like people doing their thing, finding their niche. And I literally told her, I said, you know, I'm all for anybody that is out there pushing a positive message. I don't care if they are doing something similar to me or if they're not doing something similar to me. They are at least pushing a positive message. There's more, the more of us that get together. That's why I wrote that song. 2 flames, 1 fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
More light, more fire.
Yeah.
Right? You bring enough of us together. that's going to be one hell of a party.
It's
And
going to
make
be
sure I'm about
explosive.
to pull my finger.
No, shut up. I don't know why. I do not know why your little fart jokes just like they upset me. I'm like, stop talking about farting. And then, so I got to. We don't talk, but we have a little conversation back and forth on WhatsApp sometimes. And then you started explaining to me how you made the sounds, and I'm just like, it still doesn't make it better.
What are you talking about? Oops, that was real.
Shut up. And in that one short, it literally looks like you crap yourself.
Yeah.
That's and run away. That's why I'm just like, I've looked at it like 3 times, like, why does he do this? But it's like you have to watch, you have to look. It's your energy. You're just like, I don't know. Anyway,
One of my
you were
core
talking.
principles, man, is to make a person smile. I don't any person, strangers, I do it all the time. You know, and the really weird thing is that I have complete strangers come up and just start opening up to me about
Because
the worst day.
there is something, you have something. You have it. And anyway, I'm gonna stop saying it because do you remember Arsenio Hall?
Of course, I remember Arsenio Hall.
So what would annoy me is when Arsenio Hall would bring on Eddie Murphy, and then they would start like both like, "Oh, you're the best. Oh no, you're the best. Oh, you just shut up." All right, just let's have a conversation.
Yeah.
Have you ever done a GoFundMe?
I did. I actually did a GoFundMe when I was in a really unfortunate situation. I had finally gotten to the point. I'd finally gotten to the point where if I didn't make that change, again around the same time that I was living out of my car, if I didn't make that change, I was going to lose the car. I was going to lose my phone, and the next step would have been completely out on the street. So there was no alternative route. There was no other places to go. There was nobody else to reach out to at that point. I had to make an effort.
Would you accept a GoFundMe?
You know, at my point now, my friend, um, I'll be very candid. Actually, we'll even switch the glasses here because it's kind of wigging me out, but I'll still put glasses on. Oh, there we
It's
go.
wigging you out.
It is. It was kind of wigging me out. There's a certain thing, little segue. There's a little thing that's called filtering. And it was how I learned to actually read again after I was brutally assaulted.
Brutally
Through
assaulted. Where the hell did this come from?
the chapter that I was reading to you on Friday, that was from when I was assaulted.
Okay. All right. So okay.
There's lots to go. There's lots.
There is. But you know, because I care about you, it's hard to hear these things. If I didn't, it would be easier. If that makes sense. But because of the and I don't know you from back then, so maybe you should have been attacked. I don't know. No one should be attacked. No, I'm not saying that. So scratch that. But you know, the person you are today, like I'm so happy you're here because you're helping so many other people. Our discussion about autism and people looking at you and you could be the face of autism. And after all you've gone through, it's amazing. It's amazing. And that you keep a positive attitude, you keep lifting others up, you keep finding ways to make people feel better. And at the same time, how do you have all these things spinning? Because you had like 9 shows this week. I was on the floor crying in a ball on Friday over one.
That's just conditioning, my friend. That's just conditioning. You got to remember at literally we're working on the 4th year now for me. I've had a lot of conditioning. I got a lot of great training from the people, Brian and Nancy, when they brought me on Voice Survive to teach me about production. They took a lot of time with me to teach me a lot of the in and outs, and I'm always so grateful for them bringing me under their wing. I didn't have any proverbial family at the time. They became my family at that time, and so did Nick, and so did Donald. Donald was the man that was with me right before I even got onto streaming. And the family's just grown into this beautiful family now that I have of people giving back that are selfless, wanting to just genuinely help somebody else, regardless of who they are. And there's those that obviously take advantage of those systems or maybe don't fully understand the capacity of what those people are offering. But
Aaron,
they are part of my circle and they are valued every day. There's not a day that I don't wake up that I don't think of each one of them, and grateful to the fact that I want to wake up and get out of bed now.
Aaron,
We
Aaron.
ride together. Yes.
I asked you, would you accept a GoFundMe? And we're talking about Donald.
I
So
know.
I know, because you
I
don't want
have-
to talk. You don't want to focus on that question, and so you diverted it.
Well, I did because I don't know.
Okay.
I'm still struggling as a content creator. I am struggling. I've donated a lot this year. I've done a lot this year. And end of the year with certain things going on. But I also have this feeling of something big coming my way.
It is coming.
So I
away.
don't want to take on a GoFundMe and then moments later say, you know what? Because if I do, the next thing I want to do, if that ends up happening, if my fortunes do change to a point where I am, making money off of what I'm doing, then I would just use that money to elevate Soul Man Live for charity. I want to be one of those content creators that is literally walking out and handing out blankets to those out on the street during the wintertime here in Calgary. Having the ability to just go out and do a grocery shop. Hi, we're going to take you, or just show up at the till for somebody that you can see is struggling and just pay their grocery tab from. That's where I want to get a sponsor involved in Soul Man Live, is where I can start to do those things that actually give back to the community a little bit more. And then chance, hopefully, no, we're going to manifest it.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. I want Soul Media Live production to be a production tour. I literally want to tour the US and Canada. And I want to collect all these fantastic content creators along the way when I do this. And
I think you can do it too.
I believe I can. And that's why I say I'm going to manifest it. And I know my coach will back me up on it. I've talked to her about it too, is that, this is where I want to go with it. I want an opportunity to make the right kind of money. It's not to make me rich. I have a fantastic job that is doing that portion. Right. And it's keeping my head just above water enough. And I'm not a greedy man. So I don't ask. I just try and press forward. So would I accept a GoFundMe at this point in time if my little knowledge and insight of what might be coming my way or what should be coming my way over the next little while is going to happen? I would love to take it on, but I don't want to, I'm one to be very candid and honest, and I don't want to bamboozle money that was intended for a certain reason. So I am one to just patiently sit and wait until that time happens. If it gets back to that point again where I need to reach out for help, I've been there once before. It was the hardest thing I ever had to do. But once I've done it, I know my limitations. I know my boundaries, both soft and hard. And my VPN just kicked back on again to say that you are safe. It just totally took me off your screen. I was like, oh, hi, VPN. I don't take any more than I need at the time. I'm a survivor. This is the way the Army trained me to be.
Good.
So
I'm
if that
glad
money
that
can
you're
go
a
towards
survivor,
others-
but you're also meant to thrive. And I know that you want to give it to others. And I'm not. And the answer is no. You don't want to do a GoFundMe. It was just a question, right? We're just asking questions. But we are what we think. So I would challenge you to get out of what you've been trained and go for what is waiting for you. Because what's waiting for you isn't just surviving. It's not just surviving. You're someone who needs to thrive, and people need to meet you, and people need to see you, and understand that your energy is exactly what people will receive when they're in your presence. It's funny you said about touring because I actually thought about that today. That's why I was so quickly was like, you could, because I actually in my head saw it, and so whatever you need.
I want to be that background scenes producer again, man, and literally be leading the charge with all you fantastic souls on the bus.
Yeah,
What a great trip that would be.
yeah. I think you can do whatever you want, and the sky is the limit. But I want to do more than survive. I want to thrive, and by me thriving, then I can help everyone else.
Well, I fully acknowledge, yes, I am still somewhat complacent on being a survivor. 100%. I'll acknowledge that.
Okay, but you're more than that. You know that.
As I always like to say, I'm just me, man.
Okay.
I'm
All
the
right.
dude. I'm the dude.
Okay. All right. Keep it like that. All right. So, what questions do you have for me?
What questions do I have for you? Wow, I asked
Ask
I
me a
asked you
question.
asked you a question. All right, my friend. So out of the time that we had this week, I'm working in
Mhm.
production. First part I'm going to say is, what did you find was the most challenging part of doing your production this week?
You already know. Understanding when it's good enough. So the video that I did for this morning, I literally finalized it on Friday, and it just I needed to get away from it. Actually, because you were like you saw me in my car, like I'm out here with Spot. Yeah, I need a break. I can't do it. So yeah, that was the one that was most challenging. The second most challenging part was not reaching out to you, because I I I I I don't ask people for things. Just kind of like you know how you're just like I got this. I can figure it out. And there were so many times where I was like, for Aaron, I'll have to do this. Like you saved me this morning with the file, right? So I was sitting with this 1.9 gigabyte file that Aaron got down to 200 or 500, something like no,
293
297.
gigabytes. Or sorry,
Yeah.
293, sorry, not gigabytes, megabytes.
Yeah. It was, he did it in 10 minutes. It took me a week of freaking out. So, what does that teach me? What it teaches me is that I need to understand that not everyone will let you down, and that you can depend on people and you can ask for help without judgment. And Aaron, I know this, and we've only talked for a week. If you can do it, you will. If you can do it, you will. And so that's why my baby sister was released today, because that's one of the people that has held you up, and you guys have held each other up, and that relationship is so special to you. And when I'm watching the week, of just when I say week, I mean it's like I went back to your first reel when you went to podcast, and met up with everybody. And when you first met, I don't know everyone's names. I just got Donald right. Um, that woman runs up and she hugs you.
That's Nancy.
And she hugs you so tight. And in that moment, it seems like you're like hugging her tighter, but she's not letting you go. And it was such an emotional, like, what does this guy have that makes people, when they see him in person, give him did she have her legs around your waist? I mean,
Oh yeah, that's my sister Nancy.
yeah, I was just like,
to earn the title sister in my world is a very big, prestigious award in my world. If I call you sister, you are family beyond any other family. The same way that I call my brother, brother Donald. You're a brother now. We've gone through a little bit of the trenches and a little bit of the production warfare that that we go through when we try to produce these shows. So actually, I was just about to say that. You took the words out of my mouth, Melissa. I'm always the exact same person.
Yeah.
Here on screen, whether I'm there visiting, it's being authentic, it's being genuine, and being myself. And Nancy has always been herself, and she has always warned everybody of her ninja hugs. That's one of her ninja hugs. But that hug that you guys seen on that little clip was actually the first time that we got to hug in 2 years since knowing one another. We just actually celebrated our 3-year friendiversary. And I messaged her the other morning to say, hey, a happy 3-year friendiversary. And what's strange and really coincidental, I was actually friends with Nancy before I was friends with Brian Schulman. I think Nancy had a good part of that. Kind of rough. You got to talk to him. Now, that being said,
Who's Brian Schulman?
Brian Schulman and I, we had a bromance, and it was a very similar situation. I showed up on his live for the first time ever, and I'd never been live before. I didn't know really anything about what was going on. I was even fresher than you, and I was not so much into what everybody else was doing. But I see this guy, and it looks like he's kind of working out of his closet, but he's got all these stuffed animals in behind, and it's got these great big hearts on the back, and I was digging his vibe. I was just digging the energy. I didn't care where he was, and he was all about bringing everybody on. And what was your favorite Saturday morning cartoon? What was the favorite cereal that you ate while you were watching that Saturday morning cartoon? And what did you dream about being? And
what did you dream about? What did you dream about being?
When I was younger, I dreamed of being a fireman, like my grandfather. That was the first thing I wanted to be. Tom Booth, yes.
So not fun, but interesting fact. He passed away on my birthday, which was very, very weird. When I was looking through the slide, I wasn't born this year, but my birthday came up. Don't say it, but it was like there's some like I don't understand it. It was weird.
The universe works in weird ways, my friend, and it'll pull certain people into your path that will amplify you and take you to the next limit. And I'm probably going to hear the giggles a lot afterwards. One of my favorite kind of sayings was something that I posted about quite a long time ago on LinkedIn that I just shared again yesterday, which is going the altitudes that we're like rockets. And I forget he's got the most amazing voice.
Hold on. What am I doing?
What'd you do?
I don't know.
Sometimes you rise, sometimes you fall, sometimes you don't feel seen at all. But baby, that fall saved your soul. That face plant stopped the heavy toll. There's always purpose in the pain, a higher power in the rain. Don't you doubt, don't you bluff, just breathe these words. You are enough. You are enough, you are enough, you are enough. Every scar tells a story, every loss leads to glory. Every no becomes your proof, say it loud. You are enough. You are enough. You are enough. You are enough.
How do we? Oh, so first of all, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
It's all good.
so I can't see. I'm doing all this crap. Music starts playing. Donald's like, just let it play. I'm like, okay, fine. We could have used that break anyway. So that was my version of an emotion. So I hope you liked it. It was, I call it a
Loved
commercial
it.
break, but yeah, it was really good. So what's up for next week with you? I know we have a huge Friday.
Oh my God. Yeah, you've probably seen a few of the new releases going out on YouTube.
Wait. I have to stop you. I'm so sorry. You wrote that song for Donald and his wife.
Yes.
That is the most beautiful song I've listened to.
Whole
And what I think I shared it on Facebook, and I'm like, I know you're sick of it, but I had to share it. It is the words, everything. I was like, damn, Aaron, like it was beautiful. It was really, really beautiful. So if you guys have not listened to
Whole Again.
thank you. I'm names, titles. You need to listen to Whole Again. It is fantastic. Back to you.
What was
You
I
don't
supposed
remember-
to say after that?
I don't know because we're both like squirrels. So.
Four scores and
And 7 years ago. Yeah. So no. So we went. You were. I cut people off because not intentionally, but I was thinking about it, and sometimes I forget. So I wanted to give you that praise right there because it is. It's deserved, and it is. And I've written it, but I've never gotten a chance because we don't talk to tell you in person.
I appreciate you, brother. I really do.
But we weren't talking about this song, so I pushed this off into another direction. So how do we get back?
Well, you were asking me what questions did I have for you. That's where we kind of spun off.
There we go.
And I had asked you your question, and then I was
What,
going to give you
was
some.
your question?
Well, what did you find the most challenging this week out of the production?
Right.
And so the one thing I wanted to follow up with you is that your growth from your shows from weeks prior has been phenomenal. Again, your music choices, and you can see the effort and the heart that you're putting into your work. And
yeah, and I was pissed at you all week because so this is how Aaron operates, right? So I send him a file, and he's like, this is dope. Even Dylan loves it." And I'm like, "Okay." And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, "It's just a bunch of steals." And Aaron's like, "Just like your stuff is fire, right?" So you don't. It wasn't until I sent you the version, the almost finished version of the one that we actually did, where you were like, "This is what I expect," and I'm like, "Why didn't you say that earlier?" So you should let me like.
because you have to come to it on your own. It's not for me to tell you. This is your show. This is your production. This is the way that you want people to see your message. And so that's why I push the way that I do is, yeah, I'm going to tell you that's fantastic. But you drove yourself.
Yeah.
And pushed yourself harder than I ever could have.
Yeah.
Right? And look at the result. Your heart is on that video. All the videos that you've put together this past week. So your heart is showing more and more in the work that you're doing, and you are growing and evolving at the same time. Our entry point into the where we came in, you may be fresh and new, but you're going big places too, my friend.
Hey, well, you know what? And we have so many similar philosophies. There's room enough for all of us. I am not in competition with you. If you rise, I am going to clap for you as hard as if it were myself. I really, really would. And I truly believe that when you give without expectation.
100%.
You give without expectation. I think I'm coming down. Never
I know I get that
a
kind of
need
buzz
for
thing,
confrontation.
don't I?
Huh?
At least I didn't make you cry. I normally get labeled as the guy that makes everybody cry. So
Well, but remember, I have to
man.
allow myself to feel. So I'm I want you to feel comfortable smiling.
I will soon, again soon. When
Okay.
I can, when I'm not missing half of my teeth, and I know it's evil, and I've actually stopped doing it. A lot of my friends finally, I used to call myself the toothless wonder. So I look like a hockey player. I do, and I'm not. For me, I'm a red green fan. If the ladies can't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. So um, my looks have never. It's not about the looks. Again,
Hmm.
it's never been about the shell for me. It's about pushing
That's
that
all.
message.
Yeah.
Push your heart.
Push your heart. This is going to sound counterintuitive, but the audience comes last, meaning you be you, your audience will find you. Okay. You actually, that's one of the things that you said to me the other day. On the first time we talked, she's like, people will find me when they're ready for my message. Yeah,
100%.
that's profound. There were so many little profound nuggets that you were like dropping, and I was just like, wow, like this guy's great. The only thing that I wish we could have done better, which we will, is communication, because I was so hesitant to communicate with you, like to reach out and things like that. Plus over text, and because I don't know what a shoot is, or whatever you said it was, like a hat or a cap. So
Toot.
some things, yeah, some things get lost because I use the language very loosely, and I think, as we grow and we know each other better, I think the communication part will be easier. But I'm a hard shell to crack, so
Oh,
yeah,
welcome to the next bromance, brother.
yeah, yeah. It
You're
really
my
is.
next bromance after Brian Shulman.
Oh, okay, there we go.
The bromance is still alive and well there too,
You
and
know,
as well as Donald Baker.
so Donald and everyone else. So the biggest problem that I had this week, because I had so much fun, is on Wednesday. I was on Wednesday. I was like, oh my god, this has been very very fun, but it's going to end.
Oh,
And I was like, oh. And when I said we'll do this again, and we definitely will, but I think our goal would be to work on other things. And I don't know about you, but I like to I like to keep people guessing. So go ahead, follow me to Substack. I'm just going to evolve while you attempt to rise. I have a question for you.
shoot.
All right. So I'll tell you. I'll talk about this offline. Forget it.
All
I
right.
don't want.
Okay.
I don't want to do it here because it's similar to like the heat that I get, and I that's not the energy I want to bring today. So
Well, the one thing I was going to say though, man, is the communication. It takes time,
yeah,
right?
you have to trust people.
And it's also really foreign when you come across an individual like myself, and it's because part of me is an empath.
I believe that.
I feel when you feel angry, I feel angry too. I just have learned over the years to really contain that. So when you're feeling the anxiety and all that stuff, that's why I feel I'm really good at the production, because when I'm doing the production, I can see if Nicole's feeling anything, even the remote bit uncomfortable up on screen, you'll see me pop up on screen right away to try and calm her or ease her so that she can just get through that next segment and then pop back out again. Right. But to
Yeah.
come across individuals like ourselves is a very rare and lucky gift in the world. And it takes a while for you to understand just how open and vulnerable you can be. I've cried multiple times on my live stream before. I've also spent 45 years of my life compressing those tears and putting away tears that were owed and deserved. But that's
Yeah.
where I've come into this new world of mine where I'm at peace. I'm
Where
finding
do you
more peace.
where do you pull your peace from?
A big part of it, big part of it, big part of it is my son. My son is always going to be my energy core, my kryptonite. Um, the other part is me. I've been on a lot worse, and I always get into these situations where I wake up and or I'll have moments too, and I'll be just like, you know what? This certainly doesn't beat me breaking open a can of raw tuna right now.
Right.
So I'll take this as a win.
So when you say raw tuna, you mean a
Or
can of
sorry,
tuna.
it's a can of smoked tuna,
Right.
but
Okay.
it's not cooked. It's not in any sort of
I
casserole
get
or
it. It's
anything. It's
horrible.
literally cracking the can and eating the
Like a
tuna.
cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. It's
Meow.
weird. Our lives kind of, huh?
I just went meow. Meow.
Oh, meow. Huh, he's hilarious.
We'll leave it that
he's
alone.
he's hilarious. Literally a squirrel. Like you could say one thing, and then my whole thought drops.
It's
So
okay. I can finish
and
off where I was going,
please,
which is, guys, it is okay to feel the emotions. It's okay to cry. Doesn't mean you're out there. You know what? The best way to sum it up is actually a wrestler from back in the day, WWE, Macho Man Randy Savage. And I remember seeing it as a kid. And he comes on there and he's, I've cried a million tears, I'll cry a million more. I've slithered with the snakes and I've soared with the eagles, but I'll rise up the next day.
Dan.
Macho Man Randy Savage. It's okay. Us as guys, it's okay. And now that we can start to communicate a little bit better, our worlds can become a little bit better when it comes to men's mental health. And
Absolutely.
having a fellow colleague just come up and say, hey, you know what? I have some shit I got to dump.
I agree. One of the things that helped me on LinkedIn, and I want to just do this shout out, is Kenneth Dunner, Mike LeBlanc, Felipe Cofino, Peter Mofler, Jeremy Burdick. Those guys were during the last couple of months, we would meet after Noni show, and we would just have a men's circle, and we would just sit and we would just talk, and we would let things out, and we would just share, and they've been very, very, very supportive.
It's
And
helpful.
I want to thank Kenneth Dunner, because he was the first person that really took an interest in my show, and he started just sharing it, and through that, we're here. And one of the things that's interesting that I've never told you is, I think after Noni's show, that's the first time I saw you, and it was your season finale, and I think everyone was going over there, and I was going to ask Kenneth in that moment. I was going to say, "Hey, can you introduce me to this guy? Because there's something there." But then it kind of like slipped my mind and everything else, and I don't even know how we connected.
It was after the first. It was after the first live that I caught you on, and you were having your talk about business, and you said you were just discovering about Nick at that point in time, and I was like, "Well, I just happen to be her executive remote producer. Do. I can get you hooked up with that, no problem. Boom." And then we made it happen.
Okay,
So that was
good.
the beginning.
Yeah. So I believe that this has been a great talk, a great share. Um, I wanted it to be kind of silly, but I think what we shared was the right message at the right time for the people that are out there. Um, Talking about mental health is important. Talking about how you're feeling is important. Keeping your emotions pushed down is toxic. It's something that I really need to work on. But there's two parts of that. And the two parts is that when you let your emotions out, you're vulnerable. And I've always felt disposable. And that's not a good place to be. And because I felt disposable, when people treat me in a certain way, like what have you done for me? Like how much more can I do? I have to cut it. Like, bye, bitch. I got to cut it. And um, it's interesting too because there, um, um, there's a couple of things going on. I just got a message from America, the Costa. um, but it really really does affect me, and sometimes that's when the heat comes out because I do everything without question. And guys, I'm gonna get in trouble for this one.
Okay,
But
well then save it for off camera. We can chat about it after the show.
no, this is great.
Okay, go for
But
it.
we're going to chat anyway because the only reason why I haven't spoken to you is because I didn't want to speak to you until today.
You just know me.
Because
I'm gonna step in front of the bus if I think you're gonna be stepping in front of the bus. So
no. No.
okay.
This is with my family. So I've only been on a play twice. The economic downturn and now, which really is an after effect of COVID because I own my own business and it shut down because of COVID. So small businesses were really affected. I haven't worked in a year, but anyway, I digress. 2009, 2010. I have a brother who is about 15 years younger than me, so he feels more like a son. And we both ended up moving to Dallas, and his car broke down.
Oh no.
No, I had two cars.
Oh,
So
lucky you.
I said, take the Z4, the other BMW, because I had the 530 and the Z4. They were both gray. I would back them both into the driveway, I mean, into the garage, so you could see how they looked. Which one am I going to take today? But as you get fatter and older, the Z4 is kind of like it's a convertible. It's a two-seater. I said, take it. And then the market dropped, and I was about to lose my house, and I said to my brother, "Hey, why don't you move in with me? It's 4,000 square feet. You can have a whole upstairs. You know, this is, by the way, guys, this is Dallas. So back then in Dallas, 4,000 square feet meant $10. Like, don't think it was a great. I mean, everything is huge in Dallas." And he said, "Let me think about it." So my house went into foreclosure, and because I asked him, because his lease was up, and he said, "Let me think about it." My car, the sedan, got repossessed, and I also had asked him at the time, "Well, if you don't move in with me, can you at least give me, you know, help me with my monthly payment on my car?" And instead, he just gave me my car back, the Z4. The brakes didn't work. The alignment was off. They'd already taken my 530, so he was going to have to give it back anyway. And it just killed me because I will get on a plane. Well, not now because I don't trust America in the skies. But
Give me a couple weeks. I'm back on another one.
but literally, He'd asked me one time, he said, I'm having a really bad day and I don't like it where I'm at. And I got him a ticket that same day and he was at my house the next. So it kills me because whenever anyone asks me for anything, I do it. I don't ask them when they can pay it back. I don't ask them why they need it. I don't ask them what they're doing for themselves. Unless they're using like a drug user or something like that. You know, no, I have it. I have extra. I have more than I need. And that's why I say I want to my life is thriving. And once you get into that thriving mindset, you can help more people. You can help more. And so we are conditioned sometimes to be selfless because we think it's selfish, but you can help a lot of other people. Anyway, that's why everybody out there, when I cut, it's because there's a reason for it. And the final thing is you don't ask someone that owns the show that's called UBU Live to not be themselves. So
100%.
there's that.
And you got Soul Man backing on that.
Like, don't do it. And don't ask me back. No, you told me you didn't want me on there. So anyway, that's it. We'll go into the details later.
Okay.
And Mike has been, Mike LeBlanc has been like kind of pulling me back. He's like, Bill, let it go. Bill, let it go. Bill, let it go. And I'm just like, no, there's no. And I'm not stubborn. I am not stubborn. I'm open-hearted. I'm easygoing. I love everybody until you fuck with me.
I'm absolutely stubborn. I'm Scottish.
And do not take my kindness for weakness.
Yes.
Because I'm not weak by any means, you know. And there is, just because you're a caring soul doesn't mean you're a fool.
Fist bump.
That way.
There we go. You got it. See? Nice.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is the one question that you have out there about Aaron Gibson that you really want to know? And I do not want the question to come from Nick, Melissa, Leslie, or Felipe. I want a question, a solid question.
There was actually, I think it was Mike actually earlier that asked.
Mike's gonna Mike writes paragraphs. The other thing is I have that's it.
Felipe saying let it go.
Because he knows
Yeah.
he's the other one. He's the other one who's like let it go. All right with you, Lauren. Is that Lauren from yesterday?
Let's write about it. Yeah. That's
It
Lauren.
is.
Yeah, from the book.
Yeah. How are you doing,
Yeah.
Lauren? I was worried about you. Did you check in on? Did you check in on her?
Absolutely, I check in on all my special guests
You
after.
never checked in on me after your show.
We were talking right after the show, man.
No, you
The next
scared me
day.
after the show.
I called you up and then you were shocked that I was calling you on the cell phone. And I was like, well, I need your number.
Really?
Yeah, it was literally like the next day. I always check up on every one of my special guests, especially if we've touched on something that's been triggering for them. And then
Well, I don't remember we touching on anything that was true.
no, we didn't touch on. That's why our check-in was very. I still checked in with you, but I didn't ask how you were doing because you already expressed how you were doing.
How was I doing?
You
I
were
hated
still all
myself.
over- You were Bill. You were Bill, and I appreciate Bill.
hated myself on your show. I felt like I was so excited that I was garbling my words and I sounded drunk, and I wasn't. And the reason why I say that is because I've just admitted to my friend Gina Ballerin on my show that I think I'm an alcoholic. And so when I look at that, I'm like, was I drinking? Like, I don't think so. I just think I was super excited. But what fucked me up was, and y'all, if I was better at this stuff, I would show you. But this man said, I twerk. And then he said he didn't say it, but he
That was
did.
Kenny D that said I twerk.
No, you said it. You, my friend. And I have gone.
Yeah, and I was like, no, and then I
You-
yes,
You kept
I
you kept
cannot
saying
twerk. My butt don't work that way.
no, but you don't understand. See, this is what I'm talking about, communication. See, he was talking, and Felipe, shut up. He was talking, and you said twerk, and then my mind got stuck on it. So when you when you replay the tape, I don't know what word you were trying to say, right? But maybe you were trying to say to work,
To work was probably.
and you said it super fast, and I heard twerk. And then you're like saying, I didn't say that in my mind. I'm like, yeah, you did, but I can't argue with you because I can't say roll the clip. So that's where it kind of got kind of weird. I was like, okay, don't drink, please. You need to remember today.
We've got questions. I think Mike actually just asked a question.
Oh,
Hold on.
is that it?
Did he? Yes. What? Oh, there it is. Yeah, perfect. Oh, you caught it. There we go. We're good. What am I most What am I most proud of in my creative endeavors? That would be my son. 100%.
You did
Nothing in this
create him.
world tops him. He took 9 years to make.
What? Why? I mean, do you want to talk about it?
9 years of trying. With my ex, we tried for 9 years. Literally, not at any given point. It was actually once we touched Ganesh in the Calgary Zoo that she got pregnant just before a trip to Disneyland, and it was
You
it was a
touched
blessing.
who?
The god Ganesh. It's the great big elephant god, the god
Okay.
of fertility. I
All
think
right.
it's Ganesh. And if you rub the belly of Ganesh, apparently it increases your chances of fertility. And strangely enough, there was another couple there that apparently touched that elephant as well, or Ganesh, the goddess. Aaron, when you sat in your car with nowhere to go, what would go through your mind, and what did you have a sense of desperation? Absolutely a sense of desperation. Um, a lot of it was fear. It was fear. I was terrified of losing my son. I was terrified of living on the streets.
You will never be homeless. That will never happen. That will never happen. Not with what you're creating.
Not again.
No, not with what you're creating. There's so much love surrounding you that just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward.
Will do.
But anyway, finish going through. Did you have a sense of desperation?
Yeah. Just finish answering that. Absolutely did have a desperation for just trying to find a job so that I could pay the bills and I didn't have to again explain to everybody that I was living out of the car, because the people that I was living with were not healthy to be around. Okay, in your video music endeavors, anyone song show something that you did pro bono?
He's done a lot of
I've
stuff pro bono.
I've done I donated Careers Chaos and Coaching, that their intro was donated. Initially, but I'm one of transparency. Initially, I had gifted Melissa Houston with her intro, but she insisted on paying me for it, so she did that. Leslie Flowers was also gifted with her intro this year for Mind Over Matter Mondays. And yeah, I've done quite a few pro bono events for people. I think I've donated, I think it was over $4,200 this year in pro bono work. So
Yeah. Do you want to?
why should we have expectations of anyone? Goodness, I have lots of friends. I don't expect them to buy every book I publish. That's so silly. Well, Nick, no, not everybody's going to buy the book that we publish, but we're going to draw in the right people that want to buy that book.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think you should read your full chapter one day of the first one.
Only for Nick.
Only for Nick.
Only
No. I'm not asking you to do
Oh.
it here. No. I'm not asking you to do it here. But I think one day that would be great because it made, and I'm squirrel too, Nick. I'm getting all three. I just have been focused. Literally, I'm going to buy it now. How do I find it?
It's on Amazon. The first
And
one
what-
is a note to my family. I am your legacy.
Hold on. Stop. I'm going to literally buy it right now, so everyone can buy it with me. So everyone, is it a QR code?
Is there? Hold on. I think
So it's
we
a
started
note.
working on QR codes for the second book, or maybe it was the third book. I know.
It's Aaron. It's okay. Stop. See, these are the things I mean that I have to say. I have to feel comfortable saying stop. Look, fine. I'm like a family.
I know she's got a QR code somewhere. Maybe she could share that in the.
I got it.
All right, beautiful. The other thing to do is just also look up Guiding Brilliant Writers Publishing. And while he's doing that,
So I'm going to do the paperback,
absolutely.
and I'm also going to do the audio because I happen to prefer audiobooks because I believe I have ADHD, and I recognize that because I love my brother, by the way. So I'm just saying I'm going to get in trouble because he's like, that was 15 years ago, and why are you talking about it?
He's gonna give you a noogie later.
Yeah, I love him. I love him so much, and it was just me saying using him as a LinkedIn doesn't allow to go live more than 15 minutes early or more. LinkedIn doesn't allow you to go live more than. I don't know what the hell's going on with LinkedIn.
Oh, I just figured out what happened to LinkedIn.
What?
Hold on. Give me 1 second here. No, the timing was correct.
Yeah, no, that's not it. I know how to set up a show. Everything else is
No, I know you know how to set up a show, but there's times when we had the time shift already. But sometimes I've put on a show on my stream when I've done it through StreamYard.
Mhm.
It has actually changed the time on LinkedIn, and I don't know if it's a LinkedIn thing or StreamYard thing. So
I'm just going to sit here and think that people are haters, but it was a good show. So challenges that I've had throughout my life. 21, I tried to commit suicide. That's why it's always welcome to see that 988 up. As I said, I've always felt disposable. So at 20, I left the house at 16. By 21, I felt abandoned. I felt like there was no one out there for me, and there was no one to depend on. So sleeping pills, Tylenol, and a bottle of vodka. And I woke up. The reason why I want to share this story, if you don't mind, is because when I woke up, my best friend Cedric Wiggins was sitting in a chair, asleep. His legs were hanging over one side of the chair because his butt was in the middle, right? Because it's a chair. So his legs are here, his head's like here, and his butt's in the middle. He's kind of sitting in the chair sideways. And I wake up and he says, "We were supposed to have a barbecue today." And that was the sweetest thing. He didn't say, "What's wrong with you?" He didn't say anything except for, "We were supposed to have a barbecue today." And he stayed with me the whole time. And feeling like you have no one to turn to is an isolating feeling. I've gone ahead and done so much with my life since then that I want to tell everyone out there that it's not worth it. Everything is a moment. Everything turns around. Do not be ashamed of your story. Tell it. Tell it because you have lived through it. And your story will help somebody else. Your story will lift somebody else up. Your story will let you know that tomorrow will be, and I guarantee you, a better day. Yeah, that's it.
Well said.
Uh,
That's what I gotta say. Was well said.
huh?
Mic drop. I said mic drop.
Do you have your outro? Because I'd rather you stream it from your
Give
end.
me a sec here. I can bring it. I can definitely bring it up for you.
Thank you, sir.
Give me a
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been one of the best days of my year. I'm very, very sincere when I say, Aaron, call me anytime. It does not need to be about this. It doesn't need to be about anything.
That's why you got my bat phone number.
But I'm not going to call you. I don't know how to do that.
Okay, then I'll just awkwardly video chat you or video call you
randomly. Yeah,
Okay.
because here's the problem, right? For me, you're super busy. I have no job. I can call
Okay.
you because I'm like, so what you doing? And you're like, okay, what's this about? So I try to recognize that there's time differences for people, that people have jobs, that people like. I think on Tuesday night, I was like, this is my last one, and I'm dropping it. And you were like, thank you. It's my son night, and this is going on, and this is going on. And I don't think we talked again until today or yesterday.
Yesterday morning.
Yeah. So,
but I'm always here,
and I always felt it. That's what's so weird about it. When you say that you're an empath, is I always I felt connected.
Well, I know when to show up on YouTube when you were having a moment, didn't I?
Well, it did not seem like it was a moment. I was just asking people. Like, I didn't sound crazy, right?
No,
like,
you did not. No.
So my daughter told me that I need to watch out because I'm going live more often on Substack, because she's like, I don't like to see my father running around with his hair in patches. You're looking insane. The other day, this is how fucked up people are. The other day, my daughter told me that from now on, she wants to see me on this show only in turtlenecks because my neck looks terrible. I'm just like, what?
All right. So, with much love,
she loves me.
With much
she
love
loves me to death.
To your daughter, this is you. And people appreciate seeing the real, authentic, genuine person behind you be you. So
I appreciate that.
Not everybody is looking for the same thing. If we're coming to you looking for authenticity, we're not worried about a turtleneck.
Okay. Thank you, sir. And I do have a new show on Substack. It's called The Serenity and Bill Moment. And it's funny as hell. And Serenity, have you seen it?
I haven't caught it yet. I've got some replays I've got to get through.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You don't. No, you
I
don't.
always go back and check out everybody's replay.
Okay.
Hashtag warning.
But it's funny. And we did our first so I had to distract myself. So to get out of this, out of the the whirlwind of like what we're doing today, I just started creating like, hey, this is what we're gonna do. So she has a theme song, and it's I think it's gonna be dope because our perspectives are different, and it's a different show than my LinkedIn show. On Substack, it's raw, right, and different. So and also, Aaron, I warn you, don't repost everything, because sometimes my stuff.
No, I always,
okay, all right. My stuff is sometimes a little bit political, and I wanted to make sure that you knew that.
Oh yeah, so, I take care of my family.
Okay, All right. Thank you very much. This has been a joy, and I needed it. I needed it so much in this moment. And I would love to get back to our circle, our men's circle guys. I missed that. I've been totally drowned in this. So I owe Mike a call. Felipe, we're going to get this thing rolling. And I want to talk about ways that we can evolve both of our brands in different directions, heading towards the same place. Wait,
Absolutely.
no, headed on two different tracks, heading
Still
towards the same.
sharing the same message, man.
Yeah, and whatever you need from me, I have tons of Soul Man assets that I just need to figure out how to. I just need to figure out how to get it to you. So I'm not as organized, so I need to figure, like, everything's like Soul Man, and we didn't use half of it. So just consider, like, I have thousands of different frames.
Well, I surprised you with an extra promo, so
You did, and I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I love you, and I appreciate this moment and our friendship. So, with that said, we have 10 people hanging on. So we went from 400 to 10, and just recently, like, we're at the 2-hour mark.
yeah.
And this, my friends, will get better and better and better. Maybe even a 3-way. Mike, no.
That went south so fast. Like, holy sweet Mary, mother of pearl.
No. No 3-ways. But Mike, you are a fantastic writer, and I think that whatever I can do to help you, you know what I'll do, Mike? I will throw a live mic party featuring all of your music, and maybe if you get a really good collection together, you choose the collection, maybe that will be the next collaboration between me and Aaron. We won't be on.
We'll just do what I call a mental health break episode.
Yeah,
we'll watch and enjoy music.
Yeah. We can we'll help you, Mike. Don't worry about it.
Bill's.
Oh, well, never mind, Mike. we just gave you this big platform, and you're like, okay, don't see this is I don't know. All right, love you,
put him on
Aaron.
the spot. We put him on the spot.
Did we? Yeah, Mike. Now he's mad. Okay.
We love and appreciate him. He's got some fantastic work, and if you haven't checked out Mike LeBlanc's stuff, you've definitely got to check him out. He's writing from the heart too. So
yeah, let's do it. I mean, let's do it.
We'll talk about it. We'll coordinate.
Yeah. So
coordinate.
I will get with you. Call me anytime. You didn't send me the outro, bro.
Yeah, it's already up there.
Oh, this one.
It's fall 2025 SML outro.
Oh, you guys. Hey, everyone, thanks for hanging in. We love you guys.
Soul Man, shining bright, lighting up the darkest night, helping those in silent fight, sending hugs big and tight. Shine your light, oh so bright, spread love, make it right. Soul Man, you ignite, open every heart, take flight. Spotlight on the broken soul, making wounded spirits whole, embracing all, making them whole. Your kindness, a shining gold. Shine your light, oh so bright, spread love, make it right. Soul Man, you ignite, open every heart, take flight.
Oh, I didn't see you.
In you,
you're
all fear
fucking
subside. Together we'll stand with pride. Your warmth, a healing tide. Shine your light, oh so bright. Spread love, make it right. So man, you ignite hope in every heart. Take flight. Let your love be the guide. In you all fears subside. Together we'll stand with pride. Your warmth, a healing tide. Shine your light, oh so bright. Spread love, make it right. So man, you ignite. Open every heart, take flight.
Okay.
You gotta press the end live.
Hold on. I have to, but I have to take my outro out. I forgot.
Oh,
Hi, everybody.
we could play your outro too. It works.
No. Then it would be another 2 minutes. No one's here,
But it's still live.
but it's still live.